Picture this. It's 2030. Your alarm doesn't just buzz, it gently wakes you at the perfect moment in your sleep cycle, already knowing what your day looks like. The morning commute is strangely smooth, with an intelligent traffic system rerouting cars long before a jam can even form. The news you read feels like it was written just for you, because, in a way, it was. Generated in real time by an AI that truly gets what you're interested in. This isn't a scene from some sci-fi epic. This is the world that's taking shape right now, maybe a little faster than we expected. The quiet hum of artificial intelligence in the background is about to become the defining sound of our time. Over the next few minutes, we're going to take a trip to this very near future. We'll break down the 10 most significant, life-altering AI transformations barreling our way. And this is more than just a tech forecast. We're talking about a fundamental shakeup of our jobs, our economy, and maybe even our idea of what it means to be human. At the center of it all is a massive economic shift. One landmark projection from PwC suggests that by 2030, AI could pour an extra $15.7 trillion into the global economy. To put that into perspective, that's more than the current output of China and India combined. But a wave that big is going to make some serious ripples, creating new winners and leaving others behind. Understanding what's on the horizon isn't just interesting, it's essential for navigating the new world. So, let's get to it. Our first prediction is the one that fuels all the others, a complete overhaul of the global economy. That $15.7 trillion boost isn't just about making old industries a bit more efficient. It's about inventing entirely new ones from scratch while making others obsolete. This boom will come from two places. First, a huge leap in productivity as AI takes over tedious tasks and assists humans with complex ones. And second, a surge in personalized products and services that are smarter, better, and more tailored to us than ever before. But let's be real, an economic shift of this magnitude won't be a perfectly smooth ride. It's going to be disruptive, challenging businesses to either adapt or risk disappearing. The sheer scale of this change is what sets the stage for everything else to come. Alright, this is the one that hits close to home for all of us, your career, your skills, and your future. For years, the conversation has been dominated by fears of AI causing mass unemployment. But a clearer, more nuanced picture is starting to emerge. A recent report from the World Economic Forum, for instance, projects that while AI might displace around 92 million jobs globally by 2030, it's also expected to create 170 million new ones. This signals a massive redeployment of human talent. The repetitive, data-heavy tasks are increasingly going to AI. This frees us up to double down on the things humans excel at: creativity, strategic thinking, emotional intelligence, and collaboration. Of course, this transition demands a huge reskilling effort. New jobs like AI trainers, ethics officers, and automation specialists will become common. The question is no longer if your job will change, but how you'll adapt to working with smarter and smarter machines. To handle that massive workforce shift, our education system has to evolve. The old one-size-fits-all model is being seriously challenged. By 2030, we'll see the widespread rise of hyper-personalized learning platforms driven by AI. Think of a digital tutor that adapts to your learning style, pinpoints where you're struggling, and builds a curriculum tailored to get you ready for the jobs of tomorrow. This could be a game changer for democratizing education, making top-tier learning accessible to everyone with an internet connection. And this isn't just for kids. Lifelong learning will become the norm. As industries keep changing, regulatory upskilling and reskilling will be a standard part of everyone's professional life. By 2030, AI will have helped flip healthcare from a reactive system to a proactive one. The impact here is going to be profound. AI algorithms fed with massive amounts of medical data will be able to spot diseases like cancer or heart conditions earlier and with greater accuracy than ever before. This shift towards prediction and prevention will save countless lives. Personalized medicine will also become standard practice. Your treatment won't be based on what works for the average person, but on your specific genetic code, your lifestyle, and data from your wearable devices. This will lead to better outcomes, lower costs, and give us all more control over our own health. The AI healthcare market is already projected to boom, showing just how deeply it will be integrated into our lives. Our cities are about to get a major IQ boost. By 2030, our urban centers will increasingly be run by an AI-powered nervous system of sensors and connected devices. This will make city living safer, cleaner, and way more efficient. AI-managed traffic grids will ease congestion, while smart energy systems will optimize power use from one building to the next, cutting down on waste and our carbon footprint. Public services, from garbage collection to emergency response, will become predictive instead of reactive. While fully autonomous cars and delivery drones might not be on every single street corner by 2030 due to regulatory and technical hurdles, the foundations for them will be firmly in place, and you'll certainly see them operating in more and more areas. With all this power comes a ton of responsibility. Our sixth prediction is that the next few years will be defined by a global scramble to build ethical and legal guardrails for AI. As these systems get more autonomous, we have to ask some tough questions. How do we prevent human biases from being coded into algorithms used for hiring or law enforcement? If a self-driving car makes a mistake, who's at fault? We also have to deal with the black box problem, where sometimes not even the creators know exactly how an AI reached a decision. This makes transparency a huge challenge. By 2030, expect to see serious regulatory frameworks and global standards designed to keep AI fair, transparent, and aligned with our values. Just as AI is changing businesses, it's also set to reshape how we're governed. By 2030, governments will increasingly use AI to make smarter decisions and deliver better public services. Imagine AI helping to plan infrastructure projects, predict the spread of a virus, or even design fairer and more efficient tax systems. This could make our governments more effective and in tune with what citizens actually need. But it's a double-edged sword. Using AI in public policy has to be handled with incredible care to avoid locking in biases or losing public trust. Transparency will be absolutely critical as we transition to this new era of governance. On the world stage, AI capability is quickly becoming a new measure of geopolitical power. The race for AI dominance, especially between the US and China, is already heating up and will only intensify as we get closer to 2030. The nations that lead in AI will have a massive edge, influencing everything from the global economy to military security. This tech competition will redraw alliances and create new international tensions. At the same time, it makes global cooperation more important than ever. We'll need shared standards for AI safety and ethics to prevent a race to the bottom and to make sure this powerful technology is used to solve big problems like climate change, not create new conflicts. While AI holds the promise of a more abundant world, it also brings the risk of a more divided one. Our ninth prediction is that today's digital divide could deepen into a more profound AI divide. If the incredible benefits of AI in health, education, and wealth aren't shared widely, the gap between the haves and have-nots could become a chasm. This could get even more complicated with the rise of human enhancement technologies. If AI-integrated wearables or even implants can boost cognitive or physical abilities, we could face a future where some can afford to upgrade themselves and others can't. Tackling this potential for a two-tiered society is one of the most serious ethical challenges we face. Our last prediction is the most speculative, but it's also the most mind-bending. While it's highly unlikely to happen by 2030, the work being done in the next few years will set us on a path toward it. We're talking about the possibility of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a superintelligence, an AI that could improve itself recursively and surpass human intellect in basically every way. On top of that, breakthroughs in brain-computer interfaces could open the door to direct human-AI integration. This path forces us to ask some fundamental questions about our own identity. consciousness, and what it even means to be human. The timeline is fuzzy, but the pursuit of this ultimate frontier will define the long-term story of humanity. As you can see, these 10 predictions aren't happening in a vacuum. They're all connected. The new economy is what's changing our jobs. The need for new skills is what's changing education. And all of these advances in our cities and our health depend on us getting the ethics and governance right. This isn't just a tech upgrade, it's a complete societal transformation. The world of 2030 is being built right now, in the code being written, the policies being passed, and the conversations we're having. This future isn't just something that happens to us, it's something we all have a chance to shape. So, I have a question for you. Which of these predictions gets you the most excited, and which has you the most worried? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start the conversation that will define what comes next. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on the tech that's changing our world, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We are standing at a wild moment in human history. The changes barreling toward us by 2030 are likely to be more profound than the industrial or even the internet revolutions. The road ahead is packed with both incredible promise and serious challenges. But by understanding the shifts, preparing for them, and taking part in the discussion, we can do more than just watch the future unfold. We can help build one where AI amplifies the very best of what it means to be human. Thanks for watching.